everybody, welcome to Otaku Saga. I'm Zero.
DK.
And I'm Rizzo.
And this is Otaku Saga Talks,
where we talk.
Yeah.
about the anime we're watching for spring 2017.
Woohoo!
It's already spring.
Fuck.
Anyway, so yes, this Otaku Saga Talks episode will also feature everybody who is present in our Discord chat.
Hi, guys.
Hello.
Say hi.
Say hi and don't be a smartass about it.
Like every other time.
That's like trying to stop the tide, bro.
Damn it, Fanta. I mean, Tanya.
Tanya. Yeah, he's in the middle of an operation.
That sounds very weird.
Love you, bro.
Anyway.
So, yeah, let's go ahead and jump straight into it.
Bam.
Yeah. Starting off the top, going in airing order?
Yeah, it's the order that the episodes are going to air in. So
boy.
the first one, the first episode for next season that's airing is airing in 10 days, and it just so happens to be Boku no Hero Academia second season.
The hype!
Yay!
The hype is real.
Yeah.
Oh, good God, the hype is real.
Oh yes.
Oh, the hype for this season in general is real, but holy crap.
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to this one. Absolutely loved the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, yeah. It's been a while since I've been this sold on an action series. Can't wait for the second season.
Yeah. So unfortunately, I guess for me, as a reactor, I read the manga and I couldn't stop reading it once I started. Like, I literally could not put it down. Stop looking at me like that. But it is really good, and I'm so excited to see the next season animated. So,
yeah, I mean, you'll still get 2 blind reactions from myself and Zero. So there's that to look forward to.
Innocent Potato here, Master Ionix, said in chat, isn't first episode just a recap, April 1st being the actual first episode? Well, according to what we're looking at, the season 1 recap is on the 25th, which is in 4 days. And so the episode airs in 10 days, which I guess...
Yeah, it is
April 1st.
Yeah, so...
Well, there you go.
So, yes.
Recap sucked. Boo.
So,
Agreed.
yeah, we were actually saying the day of the first episode, not the season 1 recap. Hey, at least they're doing, kind of setting it aside from the series rather than doing it...
As an excuse to make up for a late episode delivery.
Yeah.
Looking at you, Yojo Senki.
Yeah. Now, I have heard whispers that this might be a 2-core series.
Oh.
So,
According to the website we're looking at right now,
They
the
don't
episode number is a question mark.
Yeah, they don't know.
So,
I hope it'll be 2 cores. It definitely deserves it. But as of now, I can neither confirm nor deny that.
but yeah, definitely will be watching.
Oh, we're just rolling right on with the hits here.
We weren't going to do very.
Well, I guess we could tell them that we're considering it.
I thought we usually do those later on, after we did the ones that we are for sure doing.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Hey, well, either way, whatever.
Whatever you want to do.
It's a Otaku Saga. Pick something and roll with it.
What do you want to do?
Whoa, that is short. I think we'll save Gendo Guardian for later.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Let's do the usual then.
Then, as I was saying, we're rolling right along with the hits here.
There are no breaks on the hype train, as the next stop is Shingeki no Kyojin Season 2.
Da, 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 da.
And yeah, better feature another epic Linked Horizon opening.
Oh, I hope so.
Or at least some epic opening that's up there. Come on.
Yeah.
All right.
Now, I have heard that this is breaking away from the manga, It's still written by the author, but it might not feature all of the events in the manga. Supposedly.
Brace for fan butt hurt.
Yeah. However, yeah, I know that's kind of what I was like.
Brace.
They're probably making the latter part of it more actiony is what they're doing. Because the manga after where the anime aired was really political.
I actually didn't know if the manga was rewritten or not.
Yeah, I don't know either. But yeah, the part after where the first season aired gets a lot more political and less shonen actiony. So I think they might have wanted him to change it to add more action into the story, which would kind of actually make me sad because I actually rather liked the second, or the latter, the part after where the first season aired.
Yeah, so. I'm well into the. Well, I'm probably not well into it now. But, back when Attack on Titan season 1 was coming out, I decided to catch up on the manga, to where the next week I had to come back for the next
you got
volume.
Up to date with them.
Yeah, and that was actually, I'd say, probably a season and a half worth of content. I think that's about where it was back then.
Yeah, about.
So I don't know how much of this I'm going to actually remember, but yeah, that was way before I even thought that I was going to be a reactor. So
yes, it was. Yeah.
And
quite a while ago.
Funny how life goes, right?
Yeah.
And then there's me, who I didn't finish all the first season. I haven't touched the manga at all. So there you go. 3 different perspectives on probably the biggest cash cow in the anime industry right now.
Second or third.
Yeah.
I think it's about 5th.
Which is saying something when you consider, how much money it makes.
Moving on.
So next up we have Alice to Zoroku. It's a fantasy seinen supernatural from JC Staff. And unlike the other two, because the other two were second seasons, I will actually read the synopsis for this one. So, a group of young girls possess a mysterious power known as Alice's Dream, which gives them the ability to turn their thoughts into reality. Detained and experimented upon, these youths are locked away in secret until one of them manages to escape. Her name is Sana, a girl with the power to ignore the very laws of physics. When this willful powerhouse crosses paths with us... But yeah, hopes are high for the series.
Definitely.
Very much so.
Yes. Are you going to butcher this one? Moving right along
to Sugumomo.
Alright.
That wasn't the worst. So Sugumomo, action comedy, ecchi school, seinen supernatural. It has all the tags. I actually read a few chapters of this manga, so I kind of know what to expect, probably for the first episode or so.
Oh, the one about the ghost in the Obi set. Okay.
Yes.
Alright.
So just reading here real quick. Kazuya Kagami's most treasured possession in the world is an obi left to him by his late mother. Scent of cherry blossoms infused into it helps him through his day, but he never expected it to save his life, becoming a beautiful kimono-clad girl who calls herself an artifact spirit. Her name is Kiriha Tsukumogami of the Sash, who naturally moves in with him, as he is her owner. Throw in Chisato, his bespectacled friend, an overprotective older sister who wants to take baths with him, and a busty priestess, a seductive sorceress named Kokuyora, and Kazuya's life has just gotten a lot more interesting. Sounds deep, doesn't it?
Oh, very deep.
This generation's Tenchi Muyo. That's the kind of vibe I'm getting here.
Oh my god!
Wow, what detailed plot the chat shares with us.
Right.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's what you get.
Yep.
What are
Yeah,
those
I really
series?
don't have a lot to say about it. It's like
It's our guilty pleasure. I mean,
yeah, the first few chapters of the manga were at least interesting, but I don't expect it to be like the deepest story ever. You know, it's obviously driven by its fan service.
Should make for some decent reactions though. One can only hope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. Moving on.
Moving on, indeed. Frame Arms Girl, mecha series from Studio ACAT and Zex. Mizaplik. Okay. The story begins when Ao opens a package that arrives at her doorstep. Inside the package is Gorai, a frame arms girl, or a small robot capable of independent movement. Gorai is a newly developed prototype, a frame arms girl equipped with an artificial self, an advanced AI that gives her a personality. Oh god, Saber Marionette J all over again. Ao is the only one that has activated her. Gorai begins to gather both battle data and emotions, starting a day-to-day life of Ao, who knows nothing about frame arms girls.
Chobits?
Chobits?
Well, actually, with the way they kind of look, it reminds me of Angelic Layer. Now that I think about it. So that could be cool. But I don't get the sort of like toy-on-toy battling anime aspect.
I actually really liked it. I really enjoyed Gundam Build Fighters. This probably isn't going to go that far into, like, it's probably not going to go much farther into, like, battling. It's probably going to be a mecha moe blob. Just to kind of put a bunch of 3D model characters and.
I don't think any of us have read any sort of like source material or anything. All we have to go on is the synopsis and the promo art. It could go either direction from the look of things.
Well, according to our anime chart that we have here, it's based off other. I have no idea what other means, but it means it's not based off a manga, a light novel, game, visual novel.
Gunpla. I've already seen a lot of promotional Gunpla models that are based off of this. So
But you think it'd be animated by Bandai Sunrise if that were the case?
it's actually not. It's not technically Gunpla. It's just those.
Just like mecha.
Similar models.
Okay.
I can't really call them figurines. I can't really call them models. Gunpla is the only thing that's close to it, so.
Well, I think Gunpla, I automatically think of Gundam, kind of specific, but just sort of mecha modeling in general, I guess.
I have no idea what to think about this series.
Same here, but
I don't really have high hopes for it. Like, again, I don't expect it to be like, oh, hey, this is like really awesome anime. I'm more expecting it to be like, well, this happened,
Conclave meets Plastic Nissan.
if it's that random, oh boy.
I mean, this is definitely something that piques my interest. I think it piques your interest a little bit just because it's mecha.
It could go in all sorts of directions, though.
It could appeal to you because it's kind of moe and slice of
Moe slice of life. Moe slice of life mecha.
So, I have low hopes, just like Fanta said.
Yeah, it's definitely a wait and see.
I'm
curious.
expecting to get to episode 3 and be like, all right, guys,
Not that
sorry.
Drop.
Yeah, just not that appealing.
Yeah.
I at least want to give this.
This has possibility and potential, though. So that's why we're gonna at least check it out.
Please make it funny.
Please make it funny, or please make it awesome. Please make it something.
Yep. So, next up, we have Sakurada Reset. A mystery school supernatural superpower by David Production. Based off a light novel. So, nearly half the population of Sakurada, a small town near the Pacific Ocean, has some sort of unique power. These powers range from being able to enter the mind of a cat to resetting the world back to a certain point in time in the past.
Oh, great.
Yikes. Live, die, repeat.
Subaru, but why?
There is a group known as the Kanrikyoku that controls and monitors the use of these powers. Asai Kei and Haruki Misora work for their school's club called Hoshi Club, which executes any missions received from the Kanryoku. Misora has the ability to reset the world 3 days. This means that all events and any memory of the past 3 days that could have happened never happened. Kei has the ability to remember the past. Even after Misora uses her powers to reset the world back 3 days, Kei will retain those 3 days in his memory. Combining their powers, these two solve missions issued by the Kanryoku.
So Bokudake, but faster pace, more action, and hopefully less depressing.
Well, I'm thinking the same vein as Charlotte.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
With kind of more of a hopefully it doesn't go as horribly wrong as Trickster did, but that kind of
I'm trying to hold lunch down, bro.
that kind of detective club-esque
Okay.
feel to it, but more of a Charlotte feel.
More of a Charlotte feel, or maybe more on the element of mystery, kind of like Kyoko, perhaps, but with superpowers.
I don't have no idea how bad Trickster got, and I don't want to know.
I got the fuck out of there. I noped the fuck out of there.
Agreed. That was just hot garbage.
But
Let's just Alright, to answer the chat's question, worse than Flip Flappers? No, Flip Flappers was alright. It actually got better as it went on. Trickster was just hot garbage because the main character is so much of a whiny little bitch that he makes Shinji Ikari look like Chuck Norris.
No, Shinji's still worse. I'm sorry. Shinji is still worse.
anyway,
Just because he's an Evangelion. And you don't like that
this
series.
is probably like my preseason pick to be one of the better non-sequels. It sounds really interesting to me.
Yeah, I definitely... Give me all of your hate! Anyway.
Well, I mean,
Triggered all the
I've heard
Evangelion
Spike
fans.
Spence, the man who voiced Shinji Ikari's English dub in the original series, said out loud at Non-Desicon that he hated Shinji as a character.
And that's the voice actor.
Yeah, that's his voice actor.
Anyway,
Mic drop.
off of Ava.
Yeah, that's not what this podcast is about.
I know. But we do have a chat going on as well, and we must address them
Yes.
from time to time.
But yeah, looking forward to Sakura Reset. It has a very nice potential to be high up on the list.
I actually think it's in the same category as Frame Arms Girl. It could go a whole multitude of directions. Some of them, oh my god, amazing. Some of them, hot dog shit on a summer day. Wait and see.
Pretty much.
Oh yes.
Pull.
All right, Fanta.
Next up,
Clockwork Planet. Drama, fantasy, romance, sci-fi, shonen, based off a light novel. We are watching this primarily because Fanta kept bugging us about it 3 months prior.
yeah, basically at the start of last season. Let's see.
Way back in Christmas.
Yeah, it's going to be done by Zebek.
Everyone on the Clockwork Planet considers Naoto Miura machinery nuts. Every moment of every day, he has his mind on gears and has his hands tinkering with delicate mechanical motors. but nobody understands how he can hear and feel gears in operation, even from a long distance away. Then one day, a clockwork maiden falls from the sky, presaging. That's a weird word to use. Presaging events that would shake the whole world.
So how does he feel gears in motion? He plays by sense of smell.
Technomancer. I mean, it's not that big. Anyway.
A pinball wizard?
Has to be a trick. Anyway,
Oh, apparently it's done by the same person who did No Game No Life.
Oh.
Yep. I have seen both PVs for this. I do get this weird kind of Handshakers feel from the 3D, but at the same time, the 2D actually is really good, at least in one of them. But I mean, I can't base everything off of PV, so we kind of just gotta see.
That's kind of a major thing kind of going on here. I mean, aside from your two main cars on the hype train in Boku no Hero and Shingeki no Kyojin, it's kind of a mixed bag here. It's just like a little, just kind of waiting to see how things develop.
Yeah, so far, I mean, there's so many variety that you can get in this season. I will agree with Mayrock. The 3D didn't bother me as much as it did with Handshakers. Because Handshakers was, oh my god. I probably could have ranted for an hour on how bad the 3D was on that episode 1.
Well, like Mayrock said there, Handshakers gave me motion sickness.
Yeah.
And I don't get motion sickness. Ever. Like, that was the first time I've ever had motion sickness.
It would have been at home, in a theme park circa like the late 90s. On one of those motion simulator rides.
But hopefully, because it does, this is Clockwork Planet. So, but it has non-cardboard cutouts. Huh. Interesting. So I guess it is a nice little harem. So we're gonna have a variety of characters, a variety of interaction. We'll just have to see how far that goes.
Well, hopefully we can make it somewhat entertaining for you, Casper.
And then the 3D hopefully is more delegated to the background stuff.
Yeah, to sort of like, I don't know, portray. Yeah, that's a good word. Portray this steampunky-like world.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope that's kind of a focus there.
And because the 2D that we saw in the 2D that I saw in the PV was prevalent. Like it had just 2D scenes, so I could definitely see this going wildly in each direction.
Well, once again, yeah. Wait and see.
Wait and see.
Wait and see.
Red Eye Bokun. Wait and see. Next one. Alright. Comedy, ecchi, harem, romance, school, seinen, supernatural from ENT Squared. The Kiss Note, right?
Yeah.
A Kiss Note is a powerful notebook that makes anyone who has
This
their...
one sounds deep.
I know, right? About as deep as the pages of this notebook, I'm sure. A Kiss Note is a powerful notebook that makes anyone who has their name written together will instantly fall in love if they kiss each other regardless of any circumstances. This magical and very familiar item belongs to an angel named Guri, whose job as Cupid is to create couples. However, she accidentally writes down, I know Seiji, a regular high school student, and unless he kisses someone, Guri will die. She convinces Seiji to go kiss his crush, Hayama Akane, the school's popular girl, who turns out has even stronger feelings for him, bordering on obsessive and psychotic. Eventually, Akane and Seiji come together, but not before Guri decides that she likes Seiji as well. Oh shit. What seems almost awesome to most guys becomes hell for Seiji, who just wants a normal relationship with girls.
This sounds deep.
So deep.
Yeah, when I saw this one pop up, I was like, "Come on, we gotta watch it." It's
Not Death Note.
Not
so
Death Note.
dumb. Yeah,
It does.
basically
Dumb.
probably the entire time when we do like discussions and we have to refer to the Renai note, I'm probably just gonna call it the not death note.
No, I'm just imagining like Ryuga or other Shinigami with like cutesy little angel wings and like trying to play Cupid. You're welcome for that imagery.
But yeah, I mean, what else is there to say, really?
Yeah.
Something to laugh at, I'm sure.
Another one to laugh at. Hopefully, we're probably going to finish that one just because it's the idea behind it just seems so hilarious.
And dumb.
Unlike everything else on that we've talked about, other than the season 2s, everything's like.
We can tell which direction this is going in.
Completely downhill.
Nosedive.
Right into the gutter.
Yep. Let's see. Oh yes, another season 2. Up next we have Shingeki no Bahamut Virgin Soul. Pretty much. Yes, it's the second season of Shingeki no Bahamut. The first season was Shingeki no Bahamut Genesis. And if you haven't watched Shingeki no Bahamut Genesis, yes, even though it was based off a card video game, it was fucking excellent.
Miracles do happen now and then.
Miracles do happen every
The
now and then.
animation behind Shingeki no Bahamut Genesis was fantastic.
Best work from Mappa, and they've put out some amazing shit over the last couple of years too.
I mean, the
Well,
3D.
The first season of Shingeki no Bahamut was the reason why I started looking out for Mappa anime,
Yeah.
because it was so good.
Yeah.
And then they deliver series like Punchline, and I am looking forward to this. We're actually kind of like taking time out in between recording sessions and catching up on Shingeki no Bahamut. That's how excited we are for this one. So the hype is real.
Yeah.
Well, you had to catch up with it.
I have to catch up with it. Because
I got
it's my first watch through.
Yeah, I got about halfway through and I was forced to drop it because lack of internet and a couple other things. You watched the whole thing, so we're all basically
Watched
just
the whole thing, and I enjoyed it. And like we're watching through it again, and this is like my 5th watch through of it. I really fucking enjoyed it.
I also want to mention that Shingeki no Bahamut, the card game that's based off of, right now doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's offline.
Well, that's because Cygames fucked it up.
Cygames royally fucked up. So that's probably Mayrock. That's probably why Cygames gave them basically an unlimited budget on the anime in order to just shell out.
Here, the
on their
game's
title.
screwed, so here's the money that was going to go to that. Go ape shit.
Probably. It was really sad. I'm actually part of a guild. I was actually part of a guild who started playing Rage of Bahamut as it started. Like we all took part in the very first event, and I played almost daily, at least weekly, all the way up until it died. And that kind of sucks. I miss it. But yeah.
It lives on in a very kick-ass anime.
Definitely lives on in a kick-ass anime. Probably the only little bit of stigma, I don't know.
Or reservation, or...
That lip gloss.
Oh, yeah. The only thing that really annoys me when I watch the anime is the fact that every character seems to be wearing lip gloss. It's especially noticeable on the 2 male leads.
It is.
On Favreau, it looks like he's just straight up wearing lipstick.
I can kind of understand where they're coming from because they're probably trying to make it look more realistic by giving the characters like colored lips like everybody else in the world does.
Or maybe it's a way to make him more foreign.
Yeah.
Because this is a fantasy world, after all.
But it's still one of those little tiny nitpicks. Other than that, fantastic. Holy shit.
Yeah.
10 out
If
of
you
10.
haven't seen the first season, you should go watch it before this season comes out.
Do it.
Yeah. You have until April 8th.
Already.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go. Rizzo, one you're very much looking forward to. Well, A1, okay. As long as it's not the B team. Arrow Manga Sensei. Comedy, drama, romance from A1, based on a light novel. The new sibling romantic comedy revolves around Masamune Izumi, a light novel author in high school.
Oh, yay, another Masamune.
It's a common
in a
thing.
comedy romance series, yes. Masamune's little sister is Saigiri, a shut-in girl who hasn't left her room for an entire year. She even forces her brother to make and bring her meals when she stomps the floor. Masamune wants his sister to leave her room because the two of them are each other's only family.
Huh.
Masamune's novel illustrator, pen name Eromanga, draws extremely perverted drawings and is very reliable. Masamune has never met his illustrator and figured he was just a disgusting perverted otaku. However, the truth is revealed. Bum bum bum. That his Eromanga sensei is his own younger sister. To add to the chaos that erupts between the siblings, a beautiful female, best-selling shoujo manga creator becomes their rival.
Yep. Yeah, as
Morima.
as Aonix pointed out, it's the same author that did Oriimo.
Yes, Fanta. Hashtag
So-
triggered. Ugh.
So if you read the two series, you do kind of see the parallels, and it is another one of those series that sets up the romantic relationship between the brother and his sister.
I don't mind that if it goes down the same way as our emo, though. I'm gonna go fly to Japan and punch that fucker in the head
Yeah,
repeatedly. 'Cause fuck that shit. Ugh.
yeah, it reminds you of Oriimo.
Once more
It
for
reminded me
emphasis.
of Oriimo a lot. I've read the first two novels. It's pretty good, but then again, the first several novels of Oriimo were pretty good too. So it was just the ending. that
Well,
really
I was say the anime was pretty awesome up until the end.
Yeah.
Oh boy, man, what I have to.
Oh, they're
remember this.
bringing in Clarice for the theme song.
Nice.
But, oh, sorry. Apparently I'm cutting in and out. But, yeah, the novels were good. I liked them. So that's why I recommended that we watch this. And it should be pretty funny.
Yeah, if it pulls an aura emo, we riot pretty much. But it has potential.
Well, I mean, it's not going to this season, obviously. I mean, that author, he only really screws up his novels at the end.
Please don't be another Oriimo.
I hope it just continues these vibes.
I will say, at least he and his sister aren't related by blood in this one, so it's a little less weird.
and it looks more
Yeah, it
based
kind of
on
went the
manga
No
creation.
Game No Life route, where they got adopted and then their parents died.
Okay, and for this series, I'm kind of getting vibes of the manga artist and his assistants and Gekkan Shoujo Nozaki-kun. Hopefully, kind of just stays there in that kind of realm of manga creation comedy.
I have flashbacks to Sugu, Lifa.
Well, that's different, and they are still related. It's just
You were saying something?
Fantasilian. If you want to watch Oriimo, watch up to I can't remember when it starts getting bad.
Like
It's
what?
sometime in the second season. It starts.
About three
Turning
quarters of the
bad.
way through the second season.
Yeah, if you watch Oriimo and you like anybody other than
Then
what's her name?
then the bitch.
Yeah, the sister. If you like anybody other than the sister, then you're going to not like the end of the series. And even if you like the sister, you might not like the end of the series. So
Yeah, it's the ending's that horrible. I'm with you, Marak. Saori's best girl in Oriimo.
anyway,
Moving on.
Moving on.
moving on. This needs not turn in.
And now I got the theme song for the manga artist and his assistant stuck in my head.
Yes, this needs not turn into the Oriimo discussion.
Next up, we got Zero Kara Hajimeru Maho no Sho.
It's our
Action, adventure, fantasy shonen by White Fox, based off a light novel.
Seemingly once a season White Fox.
And our seemingly once a season, like, pure fantasy action. Our Zero series, as it were.
Yep. And that's pretty much why I'm like, yeah, it has my name in it. Let's watch it.
Except the character Zero is a girl, I believe, right?
Yeah.
Silver hair, though. And this character with a big sword who looks like he's part wolf.
Cat.
Cat?
Yeah, something like that.
Anyway, year 526 of the what the fuck liturgical calendar. The world knew that witches exist and that they practice the notorious art of sorcery. Nevertheless, the world did not know anything about the study of magic. Our story follows a half-man, half-beast mercenary. Humans mockingly call his kind the fallen beasts. He's always dreaming of becoming a human, but one day he meets a witch who would change his life forever. Do you desire a human form? Then be my escort, mercenary. The witch introduces herself as Zero and explains that she was searching for a one-of-a-kind magical tomb that bandits... Tomb.
Book.
Potato.
Book.
Not burial site.
Glorious victory.
That bandits had stolen from her lair. Entitled The Book of Zero, the grimoire supposedly contains valuable magical knowledge and could be used to effortlessly bring the world to its knees. Thus, in order to realize... Holy shit, this is long. Thus, in order to realize his dream for becoming a human, the mercenary must accompany Zero on her journey, despite her being one of the witches he so loathed. This is the story of a haughty sorceress and a kind-hearted beast.
Who's been digging through your D&D notes?
Pretty much.
This sounds like your... Yeah, this sounds exactly like your scratch paper, bro.
It really does.
There you go.
It's... Yeah.
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast anime edition.
It does sound really interesting.
Yeah, Fanta, except this time the Beast suffers Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, this sounds really interesting.
Seems
to be right up our alley. White Fox is usually a hit, so definitely gonna give it a try.
Yeah, according to the promotion art, we got at least 4 main characters here that are probably going to stick around. Maybe one of them is a bad guy, who knows. But we got...
I see 5 characters there.
Oh, you see 5?
Yeah, there's also a...
You sure that's not someone's tits?
Yes.
Nope. No, that's not. That's
definitely
beast.
not tit-shaped.
That is an animal head in a very fancy green coat. That sword is kick awesome, though.
Big giant swords. We'll go with that.
It looks cool. So that's what furry ticks look like.
Oh, yes.
I've seen some shit. Anyway, moving on. Sequel to one I've actually seen. Sainai Heroine no Sodate Kata Flat. Comedy, ecchi, harem, romance school about making dating the perfect dating sim.
Yeah, this is a second season to Saekano.
Saekano, as it's abbreviated often.
Yeah. Well, you gotta make sure you get the pronunciation right. Saekano, because there is actually an anime that's shortened to Saekano.
S-A-I.
S-A-I rather than S-A-E. Yeah, I think it's worth finishing Fantasillion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I've heard that the novels get kind of... different. We'll go with different.
Different.
So I am a little bit leery about this season because, as people have pointed out, if they do 12 episodes of this, then it'll end on a really bad part that makes a bunch of the characters look really bad. But I really, really liked the first season of this. because I thought the characters were really good.
So here's hoping more of the same.
Yeah, the story itself is like nothing special, but the characters are really, really good.
And the fan service is spectacular yet not trashy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Tasteful.
That selfie, though. If you've seen the first season, you know damn well what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Our life together.
So, yeah, I'm hoping of more lighthearted trolling from Kato, from Megami. Because...
Or from the cast overall.
Megami was so good. Megami is best girl. Yes, pouty face Megami. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to it, but I am just a little bit leery about it.
Just because you know where it could end.
Because I've heard of how it could end. So.
It's just poorly planned adaptation.
Yes.
More hype coming your way.
More hype!
Oh boy, here we go.
Yeah, this time not a second season, but a spin-off.
Sword Aratori. Oratoria.
It's okay, I wouldn't expect you to get that one. It's not English.
Or Japanese.
Japanese.
It's arranged letters.
Yeah, it's
Basically, this is a spin-off series of Danmachi, or...
Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon?
All together now?
But this one is focusing on Aiz as the main character.
Ding!
Yes, Danmachi season 1.5.
Birth by sleep.
No, we don't absolutely adore Aiz as a character. I mean,
Come on now.
she's just sitting on our set because reasons. I mean,
If
it
we
didn't
find
take
one,
us forever to find a figurine of her.
I
There's
think if
only
we ever
one.
found one, we could also put a Lily figurine on the table as well.
Oh, yeah.
And not feel bad about it.
Yeah, just as long as there's no Hestia.
Fuck.
However,
You've just opened the gates, my friend.
this...
Yes,
Sword Oratoria follows Aiz. So I suppose, as Jay says here, I hope that it means that there's less lolly big boobs. Because, goddamn, that bitch is fucking annoying.
Hestia. If you think Hestia's bestia, then by all means, my friend, go for it. But
Yeah. No. Aiz is best girl. Lily makes a strong fucking case.
Lily's my best girl. If I could find a figurine of Lily that actually looked good,
I think we'd all rather have figurines of the waitresses over Hestia, really.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Actually, that is very true.
Rio, good God.
I'd probably say that I want one of what was
You know what? It'll just every girl but Hestia.
Yeah.
If they ever make figurines for them, then every time we watch, Sword Oratoria, we just lie on the table with them. Just out of spite.
Anyway. Yeah, Danmachi was a fantastic series for me. I loved it.
Love it. Want more. God damn it.
About the only little critique I could put of it is the main character was voice acted by the same guy who did Kirito.
Yoshitsugu Matsuoka.
But
He's like the default voice.
Yoshitsugu Matsuoka kind of has one voice when he does those type of characters.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're used to what he sounds like as Kirito or as Bell or as the list really does go on.
And on.
Yeah, the Matsuoka voices 80% of all harem protagonists. So,
But in this specific series, he showed a lot more of Kirito than I think was necessary.
I thought it was a little more boyish than I thought was necessary as Bell.
It actually came out later on in the series, towards the end, where he actually started using two blades.
where he had to do a lot of yelling,
Yeah.
usually.
And more action shots.
Well, I mean, when you yell, it's harder to change your voice too.
Yeah.
So.
But this one, we don't even see Belle on the cover art. So,
If I remember right, I haven't read any of Sword Oratoria, but if I remember right, it actually happens during like a different time period.
Yeah, like say earlier Nysa's fencing career or something like that. So probably well before she runs into Bell and Hestia.
I don't know.
Maybe not well before, but
Just a bit.
is that the Seven Deadly Sins?
Yes, it is.
I didn't watch any of the Seven Deadly Sins, so I
Yeah,
can't
same here.
really do a reaction for another season of it.
Yeah.
It's not really a part of the series.
That's not Seven Deadly Sins.
What is it?
Sin, Nanatsu no Taizai. I thought that was the Seven Deadly Sins.
Oh, is it just something named something similar?
Mm.
Goddamn similar names. Fuck.
I guess we'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll actually need to pull it up, which we can do right after this because we got one more on our list right now.
Adam, the beginning. Action mecha sci-fi seinen. Basically the origin story of Astro Boy.
That's the synopsis.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because why not?
because why not, right?
Okay, I haven't seen Astro Boy. I know of Astro Boy. And
I've seen some of Astro Boy, but it was also made in what, the 60s?
yeah,
So
one of the first anime ever made. Yeah,
One
I
of the
mean
first like really popular anime series ever made.
that and Gigantor.
Or, yeah, Tetsujin 28.
Pictures are unrelated. But yeah, it's an interest. I've always wanted to get into Astro Boy, but yeah, it just seems so old and kind of dated, and I don't really have a
But at
starting point.
At this point, it's legendary.
Yeah,
It is a legendary series.
and I want to see the birth.
Your words, not ours, bro. Oh God.
That's pretty. I want to see. I want to see how it starts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll definitely see how this goes. We'll see if it kind of. We'll see if it does the job of making the story of Astro Boy modernized, relatable to a modern day audience who would expect more than just a cartoon about a boy who has machine guns come out of his ass.
And I do wonder if this is going to lead up into like a whole reboot of the series,
Could.
because that could totally happen. But yeah,
So what would we call this then? A Frankenstein cash cow?
well, it's 50 years old, 55 years old, something like that.
It's almost 60 years old.
That's an old fucking anime.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now let's check out this this Seven Deadly Sins thing.
One more thing to watch.
One more thing. Actually, we got a bunch of other stuff that we need to talk about too. But
Yeah,
let me.
your
figure
quote
this
will
out.
live on forever in infamy, Zero.
Phrasing, bro. Phrasing.
It's in the synopsis. I mean, come on.
It's in the title. What is it? Adam, the birth.
Where is it? Where is it? Just scrolling through here really quickly to try to find this one that they were pointing out.
There it is.
Uh,
Ding.
Okay, so this one is.
The fuck. Okay.
God damn it. As I lose it again.
that's the way it always goes. Hey, there it is.
Okay.
Okay, so this one is Sen Nanatsu no Taizai. Demons, Ecchi Fantasy by Artland.
Demons are now a
and
genre.
TNK.
Okay.
Boobs, the anime.
Boobs the anime.
Will you be a worshipper of the devil lords? These beautiful lords lead humans to the 7 deadly sins: pride, envy, wrath, sloth, greed, gluttony, and lust.
Emphasis on the 7th one, I'm sure.
Yes. A revealing fantasy that craves to corruption and happiness starts now.
Oh my god.
That sounds deep.
Oh, so deep.
Oh boy.
Calling it now best story, right?
Perfect anime.
Yes, the perfect anime.
Move over, Keijo.
I just hope that this doesn't go like Masagakuin and Verge. 100 maybe even.
100 definitely.
I do want a little bit more
We want to like it.
substance to my ecchi fantasy. At least a little bit. God.
Yeah, we want to like it. But
Yeah.
we'll see.
I just want to point out there.
Yeah.
Man.
I don't expect much from it. It's a guilty pleasure.
So don't expect much from our reactions other than boob jokes.
Movies. Okay. Now we'll just quickly go over the titles of the ones that we are.
So yeah, that's basically what we're going to be guaranteed watching.
Yes. And then we have several others that we're considering, but we're not going to add them to our reaction lineup unless they're really good.
Or we may just watch episode 1
Yeah.
and just release that, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
On the bubble, as it were.
So, yeah, we'll just quickly run through these.
Yeah, we're going to start off with Ginno Guardian, action, comedy, fantasy, game, supernatural. Not really hot on it being by Hairliners Animation. Howliners.
It's based off a Chinese manhwa.
Well, the Chinese manhwa, I'm not really worried about as much. It's just the fact that Howliners has let us down in the past.
Pretty epically, I mean.
So,
Yeah.
Communism has yet to give us decent anime. This is yet another attempt from the People's Republic.
So when we're probably going to watch episode 1, we heard that the manhwa was actually pretty good. Probably watch episode 1. We'll see how far that goes.
Yep. Then we have Roku Denashi Majutsu Koshi to Akashic Records.
Something Akashic Records.
And all I see from the promo art is Sentence of Clones!
Action
Clones!
Fantasy Magic School. Yeah, it's an irregular Magic High School. Now, I really used to like irregular Magic High School type series.
Yeah, until they were like
they beat them to the fucking ground.
Yeah.
So, honestly, like, they've reached the bottom of the barrel already. This is the shit that leaked out.
Ouch.
Like, I don't want to, like, be super negative on the series, like, right away without saying any of it. But, I mean, they have done this type of series to death. And if this is coming up, now, after, like, a good year and a half after the heyday of these type of series ended, you gotta imagine this one's probably like, hey, we need some more money.
I will say this right now. If we watch this and the opening scene is the main character falling into a pervy situation in his love interest room or in the bath, I am walking off set and dropping this fucking series.
I mean, if it really has to.
Yeah.
It really has to stick.
This has to. The pressure is on. This has to revive a genre that, as Rizzo so eloquently put it, has been beaten to death. Yeah.
You have 2 more seasons before this never shows up again. 2 more seasons.
No, the genre is on strike too. You know, yeah. If this fails, then just kill the genre dead, and just be on with it.
I'm expecting like fall.
Marek. The beatings will continue until the genre improves.
Nice.
Well, some main characters like that.
More like some story situations, I think. Again.
So this one has come up a lot in our chats, in our discussions, and what's coming up. Sakura Quest,
A comedy slice of life.
comedy
PA
slice
works.
life. I'm not the hottest about tourist girl moe blob.
It almost
Sounds like
reminds
that
me.
is a genre now.
It almost reminds me of what is that idol series, Locodoll? Basically, local idols. That's kind of what it reminded me of, just reading the synopsis. But it is an original work by PA Works, and they've done pretty good with original works.
Yeah, I mean it's just one of those things that it really has to grab our interest in order to keep it going. It is an original. It is PA Works. PA Works has done some pretty good stuff. I just hope that it actually...
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm hoping too, Fantasilian. Shirobako. Shirobako is my shining example of PA Works' original stories.
Or workplace comedy.
So,
Yeah, that's... We'll at least watch a couple episodes. We'll see how that goes.
then we have Tsuki ga Kirei, Romance School by Feel. Again, probably something I'm going to watch rather than the other two.
Probably.
So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm probably going to be watching it. The other two probably aren't going to.
Hinako Note.
Comedy Slice of Life by Passione.
Passione.
Pretentious pricks.
Comedy Slice of Life, Moe Blob.
Yeah, it's one of those moe blob like an Anne Happy or something like that. So again, it just kind of depends on how we feel about it, I guess.
Feel good. Dum, bum, 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 bum.
You moe gag.
I mean, this
It's
one's
not
I
for
just-
everybody.
this one's about a scarecrow.
Yeah, a scarecrow girl.
Scarecrow.
That's a new one.
All right.
Now we finally have it.
Now, Fanta, you can go ahead and post that picture again.
Seikaisuru Kato by
Seikaisuru
Toei
Kato,
Animation.
sci-fi. It looks very interesting. I'm not 100% sold on the idea. The 3D looked way over the top. It was almost Berserk-ish, which, even though I praised it at the beginning, did get grainy toward the end, like 3 episodes in.
Towards the end.
Toward the end of our
Towards
run.
the end of our run. Not really sure where the story is going, but a lot of somebodies, looking at you, chat, wouldn't let us go on this. So, speaking of Berserk Season 2, are we gonna watch it?
No. And that's that. Okay, then next up we had Recreators.
Action mecha sci-fi by Troika.
Troika.
22 episodes, huh? Okay.
That's
Usual.
weird. It seems kind of strange.
This one has a very interesting synopsis, but I don't think that it has quite the grab. I want to watch it. I want to love it. I also think that this might go into the route of Station Cerberus, where we're all kind of like, and then I was just like, hey, nice big swords and explosions and fun things.
Giant robot things and a lot of action in a sort of modern, maybe post-apocalyptic setting. Maybe kind of like Awari no Seraph. But...
We'll probably watch 3 episodes because I'm really excited for at least the synopsis, unless they decide to screw things up with 3D, in which case episode 1 will come up and we will rip it to shreds.
And probably puke because 3D is getting a little garish.
That pretty much goes for all the other like yellow ones that we've been doing.
Yeah.
No!
It will be a cold day in hell before this channel touches that shit.
Indeed. Do you want to take this one, DK?
ID 0. iMachines, for idiots, are the general term for robots that operate in extreme environments. So this one's a mecha
That's
sci-fi.
bullshit. Anything with an eye in front of it will break if you look at it funny.
I had a joke about how those things are built, but I'll keep it to myself. But yeah, while Alliance Academy student Maya Mikuri is in the middle of operating an iMachine, she gets involved in an incident with pirates and ends up serving as a crew member on an excavation company spaceship. Oh. Okay. Always up for sort of
Sounds kind of out there.
sci-fi tooling around the stars with a makeshift crew. Firefly with mecha?
I mean, I kind of want to love it because I'm a huge fan of Outlaw Star and Cowboy Bebop.
There you go. Two of our holy trinity right there.
This is definitely like, it's not the art style that I'm used to for back in the day. I can see where it's kind of getting the inspiration from shows like that. I just we'll have to see how it goes.
Maybe a bit of Outlaw Star mixed with a bit of what was the series called? Captain Earth from a couple years back. More kind of lighthearted set of protagonists.
But yeah, I have hopes for it, but I can't just definitively say yes.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, I would say the series is more up my alley, but yeah.
Why did we have this one bookmarked again?
Because people in chat wouldn't shut up about it.
All right, so delete it.
Oh, right. Yeah, so the next one we had was Fukumenke Noise. It's a shoujo.
Why do you blame us for everything? Actually, the ones that I quote unquote blame you for, you guys actually brought up a lot in chat. So that's why Mayrock.
But yeah, this is a music romance school shoujo by Brainspace. I don't know. It's like maybe we'll give it a 3-episode rule, I guess.
I mean, we heard some interesting things about it in chat about the manga. That's pretty much it. ...
I think I'll read this one off. Yeah.
Schmut.
Okay. So going back to the last one, to Fukumeku Noise or whatever. I usually typically like the music genre unless it's like idol series, because I'm not a big fan of idol series.
Those are just vehicles to sell albums, and well, frankly, not worth my time, but yeah.
So, I typically like those sorts of series, but Yeah. So the next one is Shumatsu Nani Shitemasu Ka Isogashi desu ka? Sukute moratte ii desu ka? That's the full fucking title.
A lot of questions and not an answer in sight.
You're right. Let's see. Drama, fantasy, romance, sci-fi by C2 and Satellite.
Based off a light novel. The synopsis looks interesting. I'm
Suka for sure.
about a group of leprechauns.
It's about a group of young girls who are like beast
Called
girls or some shit.
Called the Leprechauns.
Anyway,
That's pretty much our reaction to this. It's interesting.
So like what, the boxcar kid, but with boxcar children, but with superpowers. I like those books.
We'll give it a try.
Well, anything with kind of orphan-like things. That's what they look like. Yeah, it's like an orphanage on a flying island. Could be feelsy as hell.
and then the last one that we had.
The latecomer, very
Yes.
latecomer.
The very latecomer. It was Sekai no Yami Zukan.
I must say,
horror anime.
as far as I know, I must say this one wasn't suggested by chat. A very last minute addition.
Yeah, and we decided that we wanted to do a little bit of it because we haven't really watched any horror anime on our show.
Yeah, the closest we've gotten to horror is mystery, so kind of like Mayoiga. I think would be
Yeah,
the
so
closest,
this is-
And I do particularly like Japanese horror, like stuff. So
This is kind of our experimental episodes for how we interact with horror.
yeah,
and
It is a
it's
short
form
series. So
Wait, short form or just short period?
it says it's a series of shorts in an omnibus format. So I think
So
it's
kind
just a bunch of short stories all put together.
So kind of like Plastic Nason.
Yeah, probably.
Not that we see, just the just the hand.
And
On a book?
with the title on it.
But it says that the anime seeks to invoke the retro atmosphere of pulp.
Pulp horror
horror
stories that
stories.
were popular in the 60s and 70s in magazines. So
So your astounding tales or stuff that they would make into B movies, pretty much.
yeah,
So that could be cool.
Yeah.
I mean, we could actually get
Annex-
our Mystery Science Theater 3000 on, if it's like that.
We did not watch episode 1 of that.
or season 1.
So, Grand Blue Fantasy. Where was that?
Actually, that should have been in here. It should be in there because we haven't released the second episode of that yet. We haven't got
We
around
haven't
to
watched
watching
it
it
yet.
We weren't in a big hurry since the rest of the season wasn't coming out for a while. But we will be watching Grand Blue Fantasy, and I don't know why it wasn't on my list here.
Why wasn't it on the list? Anyway, Grand Blue Fantasy will definitely be watched.
Yes.
I really enjoyed episode 1. We haven't watched episode 2 yet. It's probably going to come out next week. Or this week. We'll see.
Sometime.
Yeah.
Sometime.
Soon.
Well,
Soon. It will come out soon.
but yeah, like other series before, it released in that very spasmodic format. We'll snatch it up eventually when it comes out.
Yep.
Yeah.